just want to say thank you to the OIS team for the opportunity to present here. We're definitely humbled to be a part of this great program. And, you know, just observing this morning or this afternoon, there's so many exciting innovations happening, and it was really a nice demonstration that innovation can take many forms. You know, for example, you can have innovation that's doing something totally new, totally unique, with an application or a design that's never been tried before. Alternatively, you can also have innovation where you take an existing proven technology platform or application, but use it in a way that's never been used before. And really at ViaLase, that's what we're doing, is we're engaged with the latter. What we're doing is we're designing a femtosecond laser coupled with high definition imaging for the first time to create a trabeculotomy in a non-incisional, non-surgical manner. And we're doing this really to fuel our mission, which is to really fuel the practice of non-invasive interventional glaucoma. We're confident that we'll have the ability to lean into this mission because we are part of a leadership team that is just steeped in experience in femtosecond lasers as well as glaucoma. For example, our co-founder and CEO, Tibor Juhas, was the co-founder of ViaLase, was also the co-founder of LensX, and he has brought much of that foundational team to now design and build the ViaLux laser system. But you can't just have great technology. You have to make sure that you're focused on that unmet need. And as we know in glaucoma, the unmet needs are also quite ubiquitous. At every step of the treatment algorithm, there's an opportunity for us to do better for the patients. For example, there's a lot of conversation right now in literature around non-compliance in the RX, yet they continue to be first line. 90% or 80 to 90% of the market is RX based. Now, there has been a movement towards interventional opportunities, for example, with the LIGHT trial and SLT. But we do know that SLT continues to have a very high responder rate. Whether you speak to clinicians or you look at the literature, it's about 30 to 33% of the time you do not get the IOP lowering that you were expecting. MIGS, I think, has been a great opportunity to help fill some of that gap. But even by definition, it's still invasive. It's minimally invasive. There's an opportunity to really unlock that standalone market that's talked about, we believe, with a non-invasive approach and a non-surgical approach. And we all are familiar with the challenges with the highly invasive filtration procedures. So our solution to these unmet needs is the ViaLux laser system. The components, we have the capital, which is the laser, and the OCT and the high definition gonio, which is delivered through the ViaView, which is part of the system, tethered to the system as well. There's additionally a disposable component, so there's a capital and a disposable component, which is the ViaLens. This is what couples the patient to the laser. But even more than that, this is the last optic in the optical path that is key in being able to divert the OCT beam as well as the laser beam, femtosecond laser beam, into the iridocorneal channel. And we also have a cloud-based system where we'll be capturing system data diagnostics as well as imaging in the event to create an AI platform as a future product enhancement. But as we've talked to customers, potential customers, we've tried to really distill down what are the key differentiators. And the four that really rose to the top are non-invasive. The opportunity that the femtosecond laser with the imaging allows us to do is provide a non-invasive option for the treatment of glaucoma. Also, additionally, superior visualization. When you speak to customers, you always wonder, well, why aren't more doctors, anterior segment surgeons, doing MIGS? Well, the data shows, and I think ASCRS survey supported, that they're not doing it because there's still a challenge with visualization. I think we heard that from some of the technologies earlier today. And we have an opportunity now with this type of device to improve the visualization. As you see on the left-hand side here, the top is our proprietary high-definition gonio image, and the other two is also the proprietary OCT imaging of the trabecular meshwork and Schlemm's canal. But from a procedural standpoint, the individualized approach, personalized medicine is going to be important with glaucoma. I think we've heard that quite a bit here today. And this treatment, because you are coupling the patient to laser, is programmable to any of the quadrants of the trabecular meshwork. Incisional procedures are inherently constrained to the nasal quadrant. With the ViaLase laser system, you can address any of the quadrants that you believe are going to be most beneficial for the patient. And then we do have the ability to perform this obviously outside of cataract surgery. And also, we're not limited to a single channel or a single treatment. It can be repeated over time for the patient. I want to just hone in real quick, though, on visualization. You know, picture tells 1,000 words. On the left-hand side here is the image of intraoperative gonioscopy that's traditionally used right now, and on the right-hand side is our proprietary high-definition gonio image. Again, being able to identify those physiological landmarks is so important in all of our canal-based interventions. And with the ViaLase laser system, you get an unprecedented image in this manner, both from a high-definition gonio as well as the OCT. And here we've got a quick video. So here using the ViaView camera to identify the location, and then you choose the location, desired location. You can see this is actual treatment where they're choosing the temporal location. Now you dock the patient with the ViaLens, so now they're under suction just for a short amount of time. Align the aiming beams directly on that pigmented trabecular meshwork. It's validated by the OCT on the right-hand side. And now what you're seeing is the typical femtosecond laser photo disruption, live OCT, and you're really able to identify that and validate and document that trabecular meshwork, that channel, the 500 by 200 micron channel, is going through the trabecular meshwork and penetrating into Schlemm's canal, creating that physical connection then between the anterior chamber and Schlemm's canal. And here's a one-day post-op of that particular treatment. So you see very pristine lines that you would anticipate with femtosecond laser, because as we know, the legacy in ophthalmology is they do not create collateral damage to adjacent tissue, but then also validation with the OCT that you have that physical connection between the AC and Schlemm's canal. The data is exciting, though. This is our first in-human study that was published in Ophthalmology Sciences, part of the AAO journal. And although it was not powered for efficacy, we did follow the patients out and get IOP data as well. From a safety standpoint, no serious adverse events at any time frame, which was a nice outcome. But then also with the IOP lowering, we found that even out to 24 months, 34.6% IOP reduction from the mean baseline. So really encouraged by the data, and we look forward to demonstrating similar data in our randomized controlled trial that we just completed enrollment and treatment on actually in November. So from a reimbursement and regulatory standpoint, just to give an update here, so we are pursuing a unique reimbursement pathway. We have hit a great milestone where we were allocated a new CPT code, 0730T. We're pursuing payment and coverage pathway under that CPT code as we continue down the FDA milestones. From a launch and commercialization standpoint, we're anticipating CE mark in Europe kind of mid-24, and we anticipate FDA clearance after that in some point in 2025. So again, thank you for the opportunity to share the progress that we have here at ViaLase. We're very excited and really, again, super focused on making sure that we live our mission of fueling the practice of non-invasive interventional glaucoma and bringing this great technology to patients worldwide. Thank you.